What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the second episode of our podcast, which we've decided to call Character Select because of our love of Super Smash Bros. Today you have the usual guests, Mr. Ryan,
What up, yo?
aka the Ike that you'll see in the opening scene, and we have the guy that we talked about last time on our podcast. We have Lucas here with us. So,
Whoop, 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 whoop.
yeah, so that's the guy we talked about last time. We don't have Alec here with us. But today we're just going to talk about a bunch of different topics. We have a couple things to go over, and so let's just start off with Lucas introducing himself. What kind of games do you like to play? What's up? How you been?
Well, lately I haven't been gaming much, but when I do play, get some Call of Duty in there
Yeah, you
when I'm bored.
Hey.
World of Warcraft.
Whoop, whoop.
But the
That's
main
my
games
WoW
I've been
buddy
on
right
lately-
there.
What?
Yeah.
You're my WoW buddy.
Yeah, main game I've been on lately is League of Legends with Ryan. That's the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about a long time ago in the Guild Wars 2 video. A bunch of my friends went to League, and Lucas was one of those guys along with Ryan, so they've been enjoying that. I still haven't played League, but
Because you fucking hate it.
yeah, I hate it even
Even
though
though
I haven't
you
played it.
never played it.
That's true. I just don't really feel like playing League. I think it's kind of crap. We can talk about League later, but
Okay.
Matt's computer can't run it.
my computer can't run it. My toaster can run it.
You run on worse than Toaster.
No, we have a joke that you can run League on a toaster, and so one of our friends that I want to get on this podcast named Nathan, he said he got a new toaster and he was hoping he could play League with Ryan and Lucas, but I don't think that worked out. So
220 kilowatts.
yeah. All right, so Lucas, you had a topic in mind, so since you're the guest, we'll let you start things off.
So I was thinking, guys,
Oh, were you?
what is your favorite enemy to battle in any video game?
Oh, shit.
Favorite enemy? All right, so Lucas, what you got for us?
I'm thinking Bowser.
You're so original.
Because no matter how many
Didn't
times
someone-
you kill that bitch,
Didn't someone say that?
I
That you
don't
would
know.
say Bowser?
I don't know, man. You fucking, that's not original at all.
dude, it doesn't have to be original.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
My
be. It's just his favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Every time you kill him, he comes back, bro, and
Yeah, he comes back a shitload. He's like Ganon. He's always there.
he always has a huge-ass army, but he can't really do much with it.
It's because they're a
So
little
he's a pretty
shorter.
good
Gets his ass kicked by 2 Italians.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, 2 Italians can do a lot of damage. You must not have seen Scarface or The Godfather.
Oh, trust me, I've watched those. Good movies.
I haven't.
So Ryan, what is your favorite? I'll say favorite enemy to fight or boss fight
People.
in games.
People.
That's a good one, Ryan.
What kind of? Yeah, that's even better than Lucas's answer. How original.
PvP, bro.
Oh,
I don't like
see.
PvE.
That's your favorite enemy. Humans.
Okay,
Bro,
fine.
that
You
game
want
was
you
pretty
want
good.
like single player shit? Probably Black Knight and Fire Emblem. That was such an intense fight. In Path of Radiance. Path
RNG
of
man.
Radiance.
It gets intense.
In Path of Radiance, that shit was fun and hard. That's what she said.
What about Lich King?
Oh shit, dude. That's true. That fight was pretty good too. But single player, it would have to be Black Knight.
Really? I didn't expect that. For me, I think I don't know. I liked the Guild Wars 1 had a lot of cool boss fights, I think.
Mm-hmm. Shiro.
Shiro, I was going to say Shiro was probably
I knew you were gonna say
yeah,
it.
cuz Factions was my favorite, so and I used to run Shiro on my assassin. And yeah, that was a pretty fun boss fight. I think one of my favorite enemies to fight in any game would probably be Big Daddies from BioShock. Cuz they are like bosses, but they're not. And
Yeah.
if you wanna kill them, you especially on hard, since I played on hard with no Vita Chambers. I just beat it this weekend, I think, for the first time. And if you want to fight a Big Daddy, you need to have like everything prepared. Like you can't just go in guns blazing. So
Yeah,
You know-
the ghost fight in the graveyard. Sorry, spoilers. If you haven't played BioShock Infinite, you need to go play it. So
oh yeah, I know.
leave like an annotation like right here.
yeah.
Just
Spoiler
go
alert.
play it. Spoilers: the graveyard fight. Whenever you fight the the mom, right? Or yeah, it's the mom.
It's
Yeah, that fight was
yeah.
pretty cool. That scared the shit out of me at first. I was just like, what the hell's going on? Because you just got like hit from random places and she's spawning all these like demons and crap. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
That was probably the toughest fight I think in the game
Yeah, the last one wasn't that tough because you had the
because he had that giant
Iron
songbird.
Eagle.
Yeah.
I wish the Songbird played a bigger role though.
Yeah. Lucas, what were you gonna say?
Speaking of Guild Wars,
Oh,
if
what
I may change the subject really quick.
It's
Yeah.
all right. Go ahead.
No problem.
Guild Wars does not have any Guild Wars.
Guild Wars 2 doesn't have Guild Wars.
That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Guild Wars 2. I know I haven't been playing much.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Haven't you
Guild
played
Wars
though?
doesn't have
Haven't you-
Guild Wars.
Lucas, haven't
Guild
you played
Wars
though?
1. What?
Have you played Guild Wars 2, Lucas? You have,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Just not much.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. It's called Guild Wars and there's no guild battles yet. Hoping they could incorporate that soon.
Yeah, there's just a post on the official forums about, I don't know what they call it. It's some kind of BS name, but like collaborative development or something where they take opinions from the people playing the game. And one of their complaints was game modes for PvP. And so,
Yeah. Conquest is such a garbage game mode.
yeah, it is pretty annoying. They said like, someone was saying like a castle assault, so I'm thinking maybe like Castle Wars from RuneScape or something. I don't know how that would work. But
Wait,
then,
isn't it like Mage's Tower or whatever? What's it called, dude? It's like Mage's Ascent? Shit.
You mean from Guild Wars 1, Heroes Ascent?
No, from RuneScape. You said RuneScape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? It was,
There was
Mage's...
Castle Wars and some other bullcrap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, never mind. I played the shit out of Castle Wars. That thing was fun.
I remember that was... Someone let me like use their member account for a while, and that's pretty much all I played.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid, because if you played as a ranger or a mage, I remember they
You
didn't give you
instant
like...
one.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you had to use your own runes, like...
Yeah, true.
It's kind of
You,
stupid.
you like
because
insta one, though. That was pretty fucking easy.
Mhm.
Anyway, back to good games.
Yeah. No, what else? So Guild Wars 2 was talking about, so they were talking about a bunch of different PvP modes, but someone raised a good point. You know, in Guild versus Guild in the first one, you had that Guild Lord, and killing him would end the game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And someone was like, since there's no Trinity, there are no healers, and how do you heal your Lord without, because healing power is just shit in Guild Wars 2, so like, how do you heal your Lord during an actual GVG?
Well, like, think about it, because the guards and stuff in World v. World, they heal themselves when they hit a certain threshold, and then they just automatically heal. I mean, you can
So
interrupt it,
incorporate
and it's
that
so
into-
easy to look at, but I mean, there's always that, and then they'd probably go like, oh, you need to use support and all this CC and stealth and blah, 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 and, like, I don't think it would work, because there's, like, they tried doing that guild lord thing in, Faux Fire? Is it Faux Fire?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, and
Fire.
it's just stupid. It's just like, okay, so everyone just rush the guild lord and kill him in like 2
Yeah, but
seconds.
the thing is, it does work every once in a while, and yeah, the Guild
Yeah.
Lord has little, because once you kill, because you can pull the casters and whatever.
Yeah, I know.
And if
but
you,
it's like so-
then it's just easy as hell. But
if you just get like 3 people, all you need is like 3 glass cannons, you instantly win. Or since it's all a condition meta, fucking let's just spam necros and win.
Whoop, whoop.
yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, Lucas is a fan of the Necro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a hard on for necros.
I like Necros too. They're not that bad.
They're alright.
I think that was the one class I never played though in the original Guild Wars. I had everything else though.
I never liked necros. Ever.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, and here's another thing I want to talk, because Ryan, you know, Path of Exile. That's a new game
Yes.
that came out.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
What are you doing?
I'm World v. Worlding right now. I'm gonna fucking...
Oh, yeah. So Ryan's World v. Worlding right now.
It's
And,
me and a thief versus Zerg.
Yeah, Path of Exile. You guys may or may not have heard of it. It's like the unofficial sequel to Diablo 2 that doesn't suck dick, and that sequel is called Diablo 3. But yeah, so Path of Exile is free to play on Steam, and so me and Ryan and probably Alec were thinking about playing it. And Lucas, if you want to join, that'd be awesome.
For sure.
I don't know if you're into that kind of thing, but into those kinds of games, but they're definitely fun. So
Probably will be once I get my new computer.
Yeah, and that's what we're waiting for. Once Lucas gets his new computer, you'll probably see him in more and more videos. So yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then yeah, so Path of Exile, and then something that Ryan brought up was actually like the direction that games are going now. I
Oh,
don't know,
that's
Ryan. Yeah,
okay.
if you want to elaborate on that.
All right. Well, it's mainly about MMOs and like coming from like Guild Wars 1 to WoW because I started off with Guild Wars 1 and then I went to WoW and it's just a totally different game. And then you go from like WoW to Guild Wars 2 and it's like combat changed and all of that junk and just it's all active and none of the like let's turn 180 degrees kite and try to hit people. You actually have to face them and all that junk. So it's like I think Guild Wars did a good job with the combat, but I mean, you look at like WildStar and they're just getting a little like insane with it. I think like they're making it so that it's all I don't know how to put it. Like you actually have to like move in line with your target, and then it's all like not AI. It's I don't even know what to call it. It's just you have to like face your target every single time, and there's no like actual targeting like WoW where you're like let's say arrows trace people. It's none of that, and I don't think that's
So it's
good.
like all skill shots or something.
Yeah, skill. There you go, skill shots. Yeah. So basically, it's all like skill shots in an MMO, and I mean, yeah, okay, it takes skill because it's skill shots, but I just don't like that direction. If I'm gonna play a game, I actually just want to have like fun with it and don't want it to be like just all skill shot and all that junk, like
Yeah.
CC and all that. That's not that fun if it's all just skills.
I feel like that's better since all we basically like to do is PvP anyway.
True.
It just makes it more of a challenge to actually. You could actually do more combat stuff with it, so it'll be more fun.
Well, you'd have to see the way it's put out because it's like it's very spammy. It's like 8 buttons. I mean, Guild Wars 2 has like 10, I think.
Yeah.
But it's very spammy. Like there's no energy. Like you constantly dodge.
So everything's just on cooldown.
Yeah, it's just basically cooldowns, and you have unlimited dodges and all that. So
In WildStar?
in WildStar, yeah,
So do hits just do like a lot of damage, and then it's
I don't-
just a
okay,
couple hits and the
um,
fight's over?
like Stalker. Stalker is it's the thief kind of class or rogue, whatever the hell you want to call it. And it's like they have some slashy attacks, and they have some like like stealth and then backstab, that kind of stuff. But in order to hit them, you actually have to line yourself up with them. So if you want to do a cone attack, you only have it like it shows a certain radius or like a ground targeted kind of thing, and it shows you the area that you can hit them and like who you're hitting within that spot. It's not just like okay, I'm going to target this guy, and I'm only going to hit him.
So it
Or
sounds
like
kind of like Smite, but in an MMO form.
Kind of. Well, I haven't seen Smite, so I wouldn't really know. But
Smite,
yeah,
Smite.
Talking about the Wii game?
Smite's kind of Smite's League, I think.
Yeah,
First
Smite
person-
is Smite is a MOBA.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
First
the
person
Wii game.
Smite.
No.
There's a Wii game called Smite.
Yeah, the one that Christian had.
I don't know what.
You move horizontally, the screen moves horizontally, and you move vertically, and then you just spam a button. It's really dumb. Done. Never mind.
I've never seen that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think Guild Wars 2 is like really good because I don't like the graphics for the game. I mean, they're cartoony enough to not get boring, but they're realistic enough not to suck. Like WoW is just all cartoony, and then WildStar is like super cartoony, and it's like I just don't want that feeling the entire time.
Yeah, I
So-
think Guild Wars 2 does have decent like looking graphics, and I think you're right about the combat. Like the active combat is pretty good.
Yeah,
And,
I don't want people to just dodge everything, even though thieves. Don't get me wrong, thieves. But it's like,
oh, going back to Guild Wars 2, here's something that I want to talk about. Some of the game modes that people were talking about were putting back like JQ and FA.
I'm down.
Yeah, but-
I'm on board.
Yeah, I love because back in the day I loved JQ, and just like a personal gaming thing for me is that when I played Guild Wars 1, I was a little bit into the PvP, and we had a GVG guild. I was actually in the Alliance of Fides for a long time, and if you know anything about that alliance, was that we held House zu Helzer for the Kurziks for quite a while, and so I was pretty heavily involved on the PvE side of that. So we were like the #1 Kurzik guild for a while, and I was in the head guild for that alliance, and so we did a lot of JQ, a lot of FA, a lot of DTSC when that was a big thing, the 600 monk and all that. So I was just thinking, like, it would be interesting to see JQ come back, but now that, because you remember how like JQ had all those platforms.
Oh yeah, like everyone, like Rangers would be abused as fuck.
Yeah, but then in Guild Wars 2, you can just jump right off those.
True.
So how would that? So I was, and someone was just like, yeah, you could just copy paste the map. Like I don't care. And I was like, when I first read that, I was like, yes, I love JQ. Like that'd be a great idea. But then I started thinking about it. Like, how are you going to heal carriers? Because in JQ, I either used to go Necro Bomber, which was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you know, because I was trying my fucking hardest to get a point, and you just run in and kill yourself.
Yeah, Necro Bomber was no skill at
The
all.
thing.
Necro Bomber, or Jesus Beam Smite Monk, which was a lot of fun too. And then I used to.
People that don't know, Jesus Beam is Ray of Judgment.
Yeah, Ray of Judgment was a nasty skill.
Oh yeah.
Lux Beam.
Yeah, and then I played a Palm Strike Assassin for a while when Palm Strike was overpowered. But anyway, so JQ, right? So you have all these platforms, and now warriors and melee classes can't run around. Like they could just jump off, and how would people implement that? And you can't heal the carriers or the juggernauts. So I mean, would everything just be another Zerker fest where you have to kill the other team before they kill your carrier? Or would there actually be like strategy involved? So the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't know if they can put that in the game.
I don't know, man. There's just so many conquest modes already that it's just not even worth it. I think.
I would love some new modes, but would JQ like fit in? You know, especially since there's no Kurzik and Luxon. So what would you fight for?
Well, remember they still have to add stuff like Tengu. Like I, honest to God, think they're adding some Tengu. I think
Tengu is yeah. Me and Ryan.
The models
like
are in the
beginning.
game.
Yeah.
The models are in the game. All that junk's there. They're gonna add them eventually.
Yeah, me and Ryan said that the first expansion will probably have Tengu as a playable race.
But that's if they do an expansion. I don't think
that is if they do an expansion, because they said that they might not do one. So I don't know. Lucas, did you play JQ or FA at all in Guild Wars 1?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
I
I
just
played
kited
the
a
one
full
with the
Zerg.
carts, I think.
The
I
cards?
just kited an entire Zerg.
JQ?
Suck
Something like
it.
that.
Suck it, bitches.
Yeah, so I don't know. That was just what I was thinking. So it's interesting because I definitely think there do need to be. And someone else was talking about like King of the Hill in that game, so you would have.
Don't need any of that King of the Hill crap. We need TDM for one, and we need Capture the Flag.
And a domination type game.
No, that's
Domination.
Conquest.
They have it. It's Conquest.
That's all there is, and it's annoying as hell.
Yeah. Why don't they? I keep thinking about like random arenas back in Guild Wars 1 and how they would have just like literally random arenas and each one had a different like objective, you know?
For
Like,
random.
I remember. Yeah, there was like a fire arena where it was TDM, and then there was a CTF one. It was like a Kaineng City map. I don't know if you ever really played Random Arena.
No, I didn't.
No?
Random arenas with like all the Trapper Rangers, right? And they just like.
No, that's Zaishin Elite.
Oh nope, never did that then.
And I farmed the shit out of Zaishin Elite. That was a while. Yeah. But I do think there needs to be more game mode variety. Like Guild Wars 2 isn't bad, but it has room for improvement.
It's not a bad game. I mean, we did World v World the other day, and you liked it. You said you hated it at first, and you liked
I did. I hated World v World until I learned how to play it, and I feel like a lot of players are in that same boat. And so yesterday I went on my engineer, who's under-leveled and under-geared completely, and Ryan showed me the ropes and taught me how to do some stuff. And
knocking people off cliffs and getting a free
that was
kiss.
my personal highlight. If you guys know, engineers on their flamethrower have like an air burst that shoots people back. And so I was totally under-geared, and a guy ran up to me, and I just shot him off a cliff and killed him. And then I saved Ryan's life, so.
Oh, yeah.
So Ryan was telling me in Skype chat, he's like, shoot him off! I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about it. I was trying to DPS him down, which
More
Doesn't work.
DPS.
Yeah. Considering I still have whites on my NG, because I just want to go from, you know, whatever gear I can make it with, just right to full exotics. So.
NGs are fun, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like this meta one bit.
The conditions are kind of weak.
Conditions are stupid. I'm playing right now. I'm playing my warrior for the first time since I ever came back to it, and it's not actually that bad because
You're
they're
in
open.
your warrior right now?
Yeah, and I haven't died. I kited an entire Zerg by myself.
Good.
They're pretty OP right now.
Alright, so, Lucas, I wanted to ask you, since we're almost at that time, what do you think about all the new consoles and stuff, and all the new games that are coming out? Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed 4. What are you thinking?
Not worth it. I want PC.
Whoop,
Really?
whoop.
So you could practically get the same games that I'm going to end up playing on PC. And you could actually upgrade it. You're not just going to have to buy another new console later on.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, I know you're in that same boat, pretty much. Yeah, and I think
PS4, if anything, though.
Yeah, I think the whole thing about PC versus console is that consoles are really accessible and user-friendly. You know, you just buy it once, you don't have to worry about upgrading it, you get everything in one nice package, but I think computers are definitely... If you really want to play games, you have mouse and keyboard, you have mod tools, you have...
Internet.
Better performance. Yeah. I mean, Steam, I mean, when you think about it, a console costs a lot less, right? But with a computer, you have Steam, so you can get a lot of games on sale and eventually save money in the long run just on games. So,
yeah.
I think Steam is pretty good. But are you looking at any new games, like, for next gen? Just to get on PC, I mean, though.
Not really, not yet.
No?
Too much soccer, haven't been looking at anything.
Yeah, that's true. No, soccer's over. You guys can.
Me?
come back. Yeah. What else? You have any more ideas, Lucas?
No.
No.
Any more brain busters? I just soloed a thief.
Ryan, you haven't had any ideas.
Because I'm the one that answers.
Yeah,
Basically.
we had the direction of games, talking, whatever. Super Smash Bros. What about the Wii U?
Yes.
What about the Wii U? We had
so
talked about the
tempted
Wii
on
U
buying
since
that.
we don't
I'm
talk about.
so tempted on buying that.
I forgot about that. Me and my brother are getting it.
Oh yeah.
He wants
Lucas
it.
is Peter's brother. Peter, our Torchlight friend. Lucas is his brother. So.
Lysandra, or whatever that RP name is.
Yeah, the Ember Mage. I don't even remember the name.
It's too RP.
All of our names are like so stupid, and then we have an actual RPer in our group. Alex's name is Bob, for crying out loud.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You can't let this Buzzbird get away with that much health. Oh,
But the
damn.
Wii U is looking pretty interesting. I feel
Pretty
like
juicy.
once it gets more games, it'll be a better like contender. For
What?
actual.
Yeah.
The Wii U?
Yeah, because once it gets like Brawl, the new Zelda,
Oh, hell yeah.
they can do a lot with it too. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly. And I just got Pokemon X and Y. I don't remember if I didn't talk about this in the last podcast, but I beat it. I think my brother beat it in like 3 days, 5 days, or 3 or 4 days. And it's really good. I liked it. I bought a Nintendo 3DS for it. I shouldn't have, but I did.
Pokemon machine.
Yeah, my $200 Pokemon machine. But you know what? I don't know. And now I can borrow Fire Emblem Awakening. I can give it to you, Ryan, so. Although you say you don't want to play it.
He's gone.
Oh, what?
I don't know where he is. What
Wait,
a
what?
schmuck.
Someone
Oh,
says-
no.
What?
Pay attention, bro.
Sorry,
I
my
can,
dad just got home, so.
I can give you my 3DS so you can play Fire Emblem Awakening.
Dude, I'm really scared to play it. I don't want to play it. I don't want to ruin my immersion.
You're ruining my immersion.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. Oh yeah,
Yes,
so
ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
we had a nerd session from boredom. Summer boredom.
Yeah, summer
Group
boredom.
video.
Decided to play Dungeons
We
and Dragons.
we got a map. We drove to the mall and we got a map.
Killed so much time.
Killed a lot of
That was-
time. Played some D&D. it was fun. I
guess
liked
it's like
it.
level 4 in about 10 hours.
Yeah. I think we made it through like a total of 2 dungeons, but it was
We had
fun
a
as hell.
faggot dungeon master.
Yeah, Peter. Uh,
As you guys can tell, he's kind of the RP person.
yeah, Peter's into that sort of thing. But yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons is actually fun. I liked it. It's more about the friends that you play it
Story.
with instead of the
Yeah.
instead of what you actually do.
Yeah, definitely.
And making
Gotta
new
make-
characters is a bitch. It's really it's
Oh,
really
hell.
annoying.
Yeah, especially when you guys make 4 different characters.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I wanted to play at first, and then we got a new book, so we got the Barb. I was like, I'm going with him. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess that can be it. This will be a shorter podcast for today.
Nay, I have one more. I have one.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Question.
All right, hit it.
What do you guys think about ArenaNet's game balance?
Oh, this is a hot topic.
That is why.
Well, Lucas hasn't played as much, so
Well, you can answer it.
what do I
Yeah.
think about their game balance? Guardians are. I feel like let's start with PVE first because I played more PVE. So I
Yeah.
think Guardians, Warriors, and Mesmers are way overplayed in PVE. Well, that being said, I haven't played Guild Wars 2 like actively in a while, so things may
No,
have
it's still
changed.
Guardians and Warriors. I know
Yeah.
that for sure.
Well, yeah, Guardians and Warriors for sure. I don't know about Mesmers because Time Warp might have gotten like nerfed or changed or whatever. But anyway, Guardians and Warriors for sure. They are ridiculous because, well, PVE and PVE mobs hit with an average rate of like about once a week. So they're really, like seriously, they're really slow. And when they do attack, you can dodge everything so easily. And with Guardians traits, if you trait them, you can get Vigor every time you crit. And especially with Zerker, you're going to crit pretty much every other attack, which means every other second you have Vigor, so you can dodge everything. And like I feel like that's too game breaking for PVE. Like the dodges, especially with the mob's slow attack speed, like that's any dungeon in the game is pretty much like trivialized. And so the way they kind of counteract that, like with Tequatl, what they did with that is like if it hits you, you die. So they kind of force you to dodge, and like fractals, high level fractals, there is no, like you cannot spec into points in defense because if you put all your traits into defense, it wouldn't matter because you'll still get one shot because everything does like 200k damage.
Right.
So they kind of force you to dodge, which I think is a mistake. And then Warriors are there because they're glass cannons.
Because they're the usuals.
Yeah, and I think the whole Zerker meta is kind of bad. But I think they don't really give you any other options, so it's a bad idea, but they kind of pigeonhole you into it at the same time, so I don't know. And then in PvP, I think, yes, conditions are crazy. Because when you're playing against an actual player, range always beats melee unless melee can like close that distance quickly.
Like thieves, like even though they're glass cannon, they have so much utility that they just won't.
Yeah, they have a lot of utility, and on top of that, they can stealth. So they can run right up to you, and you won't be able to see them. And then as soon as they backstab you, you're in that like chain, and then before you know it, you're dead. Warriors and Guardians, they're in PvP. I don't think they can close that gap as much. And like, because I know Guardian has like one leap on his greatsword, and then if you want to use it, you have a meditation that lets you teleport, but the meditation is useless. So let's say one leap realistically. And if they dodge away from that leap, or if they cripple you after you leap, I mean, you're rooted, and then, well, pretty much rooted, and then you're done.
For Guardians?
For Guardians. And I know there's condition
Against
removal.
the what? Range or?
I'd say range, like range. I'm talking about Necros a lot when I say
Okay,
conditions.
Necros. I was like,
Necros, yeah.
like
Necros
Rangers.
have so many conditions, and
But you gotta think of it this way. I mean, so many people play the easy classes. I mean, I don't play Mesmer, so I don't know if they're easy or not. But everyone plays fucking Warriors and Guardians. It's because they're tard friendly. Which means that if everyone plays tard friendly classes, those are obviously gonna be buffed to hell and be OP and stupid. So that leaves like people who actually want to play Zerker builds. Like I want to play Static Discharge in my NG because it's fun as hell to play, but I just don't have the capability to escape because people don't die quick enough. Because like warrior bunkers, or not even, I just played Zerker on my warrior, but you live for so long because your mobility and all that. So it's just like
Thieves can get two shot because they have like that medium armor, so like that already puts them like I don't know behind the eight ball in terms of melee because the other melee classes each have 80 armor.
yeah.
So like thieves need that utility, but I think guardians and warriors are kind of a little too much, and especially guardians because if you spec them right, they can have huge amounts of damage with over 3,000 armor. So that's a little
Like
busted.
Mesmer's, there's a Mesmer spec I think right now. And it's like you could have 3K armor but deal like 10K damage. I think it's like a Phantom spec. I don't even remember.
I don't know anything about Mesmer.
But it's like, when they nerfed Ranger traps and they switched them right to BM. I'm like, is that really the smartest thing? Because everyone complains about pets. Why would you switch like the meta for Ranger to pets when their pets already suck? Like just the AI and their pets die so damn quick. It's like, why would you switch that?
I feel like it's there's like good intentions because I feel like they're trying to because the
They're opening
Necro
up
I
new
think is
builds
really
like
strong
that.
right now because they can build up the life force and whatever, and they basically have 2 health bars, right?
Yep.
So I think that's kind of because you can get a Necro down to 10 or even 1 health, and as soon as they hit that the life what's it called, Death Shroud, Life Shroud,
Death Shroud.
Once they hit Death Shroud, you're out of it, and like they can have full health, and you have to kill them again while their conditions still tick on you, right?
And they can reapply conditions so much
And they can
quicker.
reapply
Lucas, you can
conditions.
pitch in anytime you want if you know what we're talking about.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Just if you want.
But like that kind of breaks like I don't know. It's kind of like they have not stealth, but you can put like however many stacks of bleed you want on a guy, then you switch into Death Shroud, and like they can't do anything to you because
Then it's just like, oh yeah, I'll let them tick, and then I'll switch out.
you let them tick,
cool
you can
down.
move away from them and whatever. So I don't know. I feel it's kind of
I think they need to make it so if you take off a stack of something, you need to wait like 3 to 5 seconds before you can reapply it because Necros apply that thing so damn fast.
what I think they really need to do is because I think conditions in PvE work pretty well, especially
Well,
against like
yeah.
big bosses. So I think they need to go back to the Guild Wars 1 style and do the PvP split.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
Because
why
a
don't-
lot of people complained about that in Guild
Yeah.
Wars 1 until they realized how well it worked.
exactly
now-
like but then everyone's gonna be like, oh well, I PvE and I want it. I have all these skills and then I can't use these skills in PvP because of this. And it's like,
Yeah, and people say that, but I've heard people say that, but when you think about it, PvE and PvP are 2 totally different games anyway.
exactly.
Like, there's no reason why you should try and force the same
But-
ideas on each one, because when you're fighting a computer-controlled boss, he doesn't think, he doesn't react. He just kind of, he has this, I will swing my weapon now, I will use this skill now, I will, whatever now, move.
But what would you consider World v World? Because everything's all PvE gear. But
I mean,
is it
that's
PvP?
PvE gear with. I mean, you could do that in Guild Wars 1. You could make a PvE character, gear him out, and then send him to random arenas
Yeah,
or whatever.
But is that PvP though? Because you don't
It's still
have to kill
PvP.
people.
In World v World?
Yeah, but that's what people would bring up. That's what people would bring out, and that's probably what Arena Night would do too. Like, oh yeah, why would we change all these skills?
Well,
when
I
it's
consider
PvE?
World v World. I consider PvP,
Yeah, I do
and
too.
some people don't. And I know I know what you're talking about now because I've seen those posts. They're like, "Well, World v World's included in map completion, so it's PvE."
Yeah.
It's like the most dumbass argument I've ever heard for it. Like, just
Are there
because something.
people?
Yeah, that's stupid. First of all, I don't think it should be included in map completion because that's retarded.
It's not even in the world.
Yeah, it's in a separate world. And then you have to wait until your team captures a tower. Like, if you're not a commander, you can't decide that.
True.
So, I had to wait, I think, a solid month until I could capture one tower so I could get 100% world completion.
I got lucky.
And I would check every day to see if we had that tower, and we did not have that tower for a full month. Even after resets.
I got lucky for Anyak's Ben whenever we had like total world domination. We
See, I
literally
should have
like
done it then, but
had like 98% of the map.
Yeah, but that kind of ticks me off. But yeah, I don't think there should be. I don't know. And if they did the PvE PvP split, I don't know if they should do it for World v World too. But I mean,
And this like balance is too hard. I was looking up something the other day about like WoW, and they're like balancing these classes right now are hard enough with these three specs because they want to make all specs interesting, but then the specs or like some specs get left out because whatever, like hunters, their fucking shittiest spec ever, BM, I hated it, was the best thing throughout all of Mists, and fucking Marks is the way to go. And finally Marks is like decent, but it still doesn't top damage. So
and
it's
I
like
feel like
what's
some builds will just never be as good. Like you will never be a good shout heal warrior, right?
yeah.
Like,
Like they're trying to buff shouts apparently. And it's like don't
yeah,
even
I
bother.
saw some post about that, and I was like, I mean, there's just you cannot be a supportive healing warrior. Like that's not what the class is.
No,
And
it's about killing shit.
yeah, it's like, oh, you can without the Trinity, you can be whatever you want. I'm like, I challenge you to go into a game of SPVP as a shout heal warrior and come out on top.
Exactly.
And if anyone can do that, post a video response, because me and Ryan will both be shitting bricks if you can do that. I don't know.
It's like that's the thing. I like the fact that they got rid of the Trinity, but yet again, I don't. Like I liked, honest to God, I liked having a healer because some people really, really actually liked healing. They liked the fact that people could rely on them, and Lucas can fucking help me out with this one because in WoW that was actually good. Like if you went to a BG, you'd run to a healer, and it would like that was their job. They're not there to do damage. They're there just to fucking top you off. That's it. And
Unless they didn't, then you just get pissed off.
yeah, well, that's their fault because they suck.
I
And
feel like
Go
I
ahead.
feel like I understand what they were trying to do because if like they had the same problem, like they had an issue in random arenas. Like if one team has a monk and you don't, I mean you might as well forfeit because the other team has heals and you don't. So I understand from that
Yeah.
angle, but like in World v World in an organized, because that's pretty organized, at least in the higher tiers, and I think we're
Yep.
tier 2, right? Or
I
that's FAP.
think we're tier 3 now.
Oh, we're tier 3. Well, whatever. Even in the higher tiers, you have organized World v World. So there are going to be people that decide to do that because they know that they have to.
Right.
So I think healing can make a sort of comeback, and I think they should just increase how healing scales with healing power.
No, dude, because think about it, because like what's it called, dagger Ellie, you really want an Ellie going from like 1 health because they magically something happened, they got 1 health and lived, went all rock form or whatever, and then they instantly switch to freaking water form whatever and then just heal up to full instantly. I mean they do that already, but I mean the healing amount, because their auto attack or something heals them per hit, so
Yeah,
literally they could
I
just
didn't
heal
think about
themselves. And then, like NGs, they have healing turret, AoE healing. You want to increase healing power and increase that heal for everyone? I mean, that's pretty bullshit.
Yeah,
I-
you're right. I didn't think about that.
That's why I like the fact that, I mean, I know why they made it so that they got rid of the Trinity, because it's like everyone can support somewhat shittily, but then others can like tank a little bit, then have their burst spec and all that kind of crap. But the only reason why they have that is because of the way the traits are set up. That's the only reason why they can't really have a like pure healer class. Like in Guild Wars 2 or 1, they had the traits, or attribute points or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like Ellie had energy storage, which was like extra mana and all that junk. But then they had attacks, like water was attacks, and it had chill. That was strictly chill damage or
Uh-huh,
whatever.
yeah.
Fire was all burning, rock
And
was
then
all bleak.
monks could be, smiting prayers or healing prayers or protection
Yeah.
prayers or
So like monks were support, technically with protection,
yeah.
but then they were basically the only true healing spec.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
And I feel like that worked in Guild Wars 1. Like every class could heal to some extent. Like even warriors, they had
Yeah,
signets and lion's comfort and whatever. But
yeah, it's
monks
like
were the ones that
everyone
did it best. And I feel like they could implement that maybe only make it so healing power scales with certain traits. So
Like I think it would be
like a
it should
staff
scale,
guardian could
like it
heal.
would scale better with just that class. Like they get a passive extra bonus to healing power.
But then
And I
they'd have
think
to
that
rework
I
the
think
passives for each class, so that each class has like a kind of predefined role, and I don't think that's what they want to do.
healing class. Why not let them heal? Like
Yeah.
staff would be healing, and then like scepter focus would be smite, and that or like
I think it
focus
all
would be
goes back to
protection.
something we were talking about a long time ago, and the weapon skills need to change.
Yeah, they need to
Weapon
add more
skills need
stuff.
to have more variety, and
Yeah,
they need to change the skills up.
because I think that's why the game isn't as balanced. It's like you want to make the game balanced, change some skills around.
Because you literally have 3 skills to choose from. You pick
Yeah.
5 from your weapon or weapons. You have a heal and you have an elite, which leaves you with 3 slots.
And
that's
it's like you
kinda
don't really get to pick.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's like Warrior Hammer's my favorite. Like that weapon's just fun as hell. What happens if Hammer gets nerfed completely to shit? I mean, it's the same skills, but the damage isn't there. The stuns are reduced. All that kind of stuff. What's the
Like
point?
with Ranger
play-
Greatsword. Ranger Greatsword during the beta, unstoppable.
Yeah, I like the moves for it. It's actually really good, and it's actually not that bad right now. I mean, damage wise,
I haven't seen
the survivability
lawsuit.
for it is garbage.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when you tie those skills to a weapon, I think that kind of
Yeah, you should be. They should give you like a fuck ton of skills. Like in Guild Wars 1, dude, you had a fuck ton because of 2 specs, and then it's just
yeah.
you like. I like the fact that you went out and actually had to kill someone to get your elite skill and all that. That was like I remember
That's
getting
kind of fun.
Yeah, it was actually like work, and you got like titles for it. I think
Yeah, you did.
got
Skill hunter.
XP. And it was just, and it's like that made your build. Now it's just like, oh yeah, now I have an alt, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I've used it all this time, and it's like, but that one skill like made your build, which is what I think they need to do.
I agree.
Like ultimate sword skills or some shit.
Mhm.
Well, that's my rant.
Yeah, that went on for a while.
Yeah,
Ugh.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Thanks,
nice pitching
Lucas.
right there. Nice pitching.
It's not his fault, because
I know.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry, man, bro. Trust
I
me,
don't know.
play more, you'll understand a lot.
I know, I gotta get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, once Lucas
College.
gets back into it, you'll be hearing a lot more from him, because
Oh yeah, because he's buying his computer soon, right, dude?
Yup.
Whoop whoop.
yeah, it'll be fun times. So I guess we'll just end it right there for now,
Yeah.
because I gotta go pee.
Ignax.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Son of a... Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.